that one egg on Twitter said that Panarin's contract would end up being an anchor soon? Hell, not only did he not become an anchor, but he became the egg. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 23 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 6-5 over the San Jose Sharks in, well, that game pretty much went exactly how I thought it would, except the Rangers actually won the game. Like, I was kind of amazed. I thought this had trap loss written all over it, top to bottom. And the Rangers, credit to them, they won the game. Now, here's the thing. We look at this game and go, oh, well, the Rangers played a really sloppy game. They didn't look that great. They made a lot of mistakes. Because it's the San Jose Sharks, I think people are going to walk away with it with the wrong mindset. The Rangers, in 30 hours, played a full game in Nashville, flew to New York, and then played another game and got out of it with a win. If they were a team that was in a playoff spot, even if they were the second wild card spot hanging on by a thread, it's a story about how the Rangers, through the star power of Artemi Panarin and Mika Zibanejad, and the young gun defenseman K'Andre Miller, and the young grinder in Will Cooley, who's just looking really solid this season, how, on the second night of a back-to-back with Travel, they gritted and grinded their way to a win, and how cool that is for them, but it's the Sharks, and so the story is, they didn't deserve to win it because they looked sloppy. Same game against another team. Even if it was just vice versa and this one was against Nashville, it's probably the very similar story of it's a good, gritty, grindy win. To discuss the low-hanging bread now, Artemi Panarin, just, my God. What a season Artemi Panarin continues to have. Got his 13th, 14th, and 15th goals of the season. I'm also, he had an assist on that K'Andre Miller goal. He's now at 35 points. Artemi Panarin is playing as good as he ever has as a Ranger. He looks unbelievable to this point. And I've talked about it with Evan a little bit. He actually has really been the one to say this, which is Panarin has always been a player who will get those nights where he has 4 points or 5 points. It's the fact that on a consistent basis he's putting up those 2-point nights, those 3-point nights, almost game in and game out, and almost always getting on the score sheet, that's really propelling his game, because he isn't just coming that, twice a week he has a big game and then the other game he is useless out there. He is game in and game out performing, and occasionally he's throwing in the treat games like this. Artemi Panarin was an absolute game record tonight, and just spectacular. You also had Mika Zibanejad getting a goal. He looked nice tonight. Even strength goal for the first line, which is always nice to see. Weird to see Kreider get an assist. I'm just so used to him being the one scoring the goal. That almost feels weird. Will Cooley had a nasty move on a little bit of a breakaway set up by Nick Bonino. You had K'Andre Miller getting a goal, which I will always adore. K'Andre Miller goal. And here's the thing. The Rangers' offense obviously looked great. The defense was not wonderful. Quick wasn't great in net. The 5 goals is just not wonderful. Not all of them were solely on him, but it was obviously the second half of a back-to-back with Travel. That's the big thing for me. They look tired, they look sloppy, they look like they kind of overlooked the San Jose Sharks, and they almost had to pay for it. But they didn't, and you look at a lot of things. The Rangers' star player in Artemi Panarin really showed out, so did Mika Zibanejad. They won a lot of the little battles that are important to win games. They had a power play goal. They won the face-off battle. They won the shots battle. They outshot the Sharks in the first and second period pretty significantly. The Rangers played a fundamentally, from the stat sheet, solid game. They were sloppy a lot, but again, it's the second half of a back-to-back. I expected it to look like this. I'm not surprised, and I've said it a lot of times in a lot of different videos for a lot of different teams. Expectation is the gateway to reality. I thought this was going to be a trap game where they ended up losing it because second half of back-to-back with Travel, and they were going to just come out basically with bricks on their feet, and they somehow managed to win, so I am feeling great. So now the Rangers have a day off tomorrow before they head to Ottawa to take on the Senators at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.